The energy of a sexual experience is not something to take lightly. I want to say, like, in practicing safe sex, believe it or not, like STDs and unwanted pregnancy, they're not the only things we've got to protect ourselves from. I don't mean to sound overtly spiritual or esoteric, but human beings play host to an array of transferable energies that are directly linked to our emotions. And this non-materialized energy is actually incredibly powerful and influential in all of our lives. Our energy can be either positive or it can be negative, depending on how we might perceive the world around us and our response to critical life situations. And this affects sex on a very serious level. Many spiritualists regard sex as a webbing or weaving of energies. And in my experience and my common sense, in accordance with what a sexual experience provides, has led me to believe this to be true. If you think about the primal intimacy of a sexual experience, the extraordinary world that exists beyond the veil of our dressed up society, it is something that exposes our deepest truths in the most vulnerable way. And to share this experience with another human is to let your armor down and give access to your truest self. And when two or more people sharing in a sexual experience together decide to leave our made-up societal expectations to enter into a more simply truthful state of being amongst one another, the energetic vibrations are high, giving way for our energy to recognize itself and for you to literally absorb outside energies that may not gel so well with yours. There are a ton of people out there who have sex for the wrong reasons, people who abuse sex. And these people can unknowingly transfer energies that can prey on your mental health. This is what you want to watch out for. If you've ever experienced random anxiety, depression, loneliness, or that empty feeling of unfulfillment that you can't link to any occurrence in your life, it could very well be that you've picked up an outside source of negative energy that has now weaved its way into yours. I'm not saying you must only have sex with people you love, and I'm not regurgitating the no sex before marriage trope by any means, but I am saying that we have to recognize that every sexual relationship is a relationship. It takes a rare and special type of person to be successful in polyamory, because the best sex fosters a harmonious balance of give and take. The more people involved, as complex as we all are, can make for a more challenging time. And for me personally, polyamory does not work because I'm way too empathetic for that. I feel energy deeply with ease. It does work for others though, and it makes sense that it could, knowing how complex we as human beings are. Just be careful. Just be careful. In the same way the mind can play tricks on us if we have a hyper-analytical approach to sex, it can be a detriment not to take any practical precautions. I say the same thing about STDs and unwanted pregnancy as I do about unwanted energy. The risks increase with the more people involved, just as they do the more trusting you are in people you don't really know. Let's say for more on spiritually healthy sex, definitely look into Tantra. In our culture, we dismiss the idea of Tantra as hippie sex, but I feel like Tantra should be more involved in the sex ed discussion. Tantra promotes sex as a means of unlocking deeper truths about ourselves and building a stronger sense of being through the magic of sex. And I find it fascinating the more I learn about how tantric sex supports my theories on transferable energy. We should all want to expand our resources for knowledge about sex, because historically sex has been taught in a dangerously limiting way that has left so many people in fear and discomfort over the very thought of it. I don't believe there are any real experts or sexperts, because sex is a world of wonder for everyone, no matter how experienced you might be or think you are. Still today, I'm learning new things about myself through sex. sex informs the never-ending journey of self-discovery that we are all very much on, so long as we are still here living. And how boring would sex be if there was nothing left to discover through it? So wherever you are on your sexual journey, I want to encourage you to fall in love with the journey and to fall in love with yourselves. You can love yourself deeply and still have empathy for others. The best sex requires a level of empathy, because in every sexual encounter that involves another person, your sexual journeys are meeting. Your sexual journey is meeting theirs. For both of you, or all of you, to share the experience. And if you choose to, unlock deeper wells of truth within you.